JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 12 St. Catherine's most wanted captured. 12 St. Catherine's most wanted men are now in police custody. They are 29-year-old Shane Baxter, otherwise called Belisha, a truck driver of McVickers Lane in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and Shane Oliver, otherwise called Big Wayne. Baxter was reportedly arrested during a police operation on Thursday and was subsequently charged for murder. He'll make his first court appearance on September 2. Oliver was arrested on Friday. Teen charged for housebreaking after confessing to his mother. A teenage boy has been arrested and charged with burglary and larceny after confessing to his mother. The Seaforth Police in St. Thomas say on May 21, a man securely locked his house and left home, but returned to find that it had been broken into. The police say several items were missing, including $150,000, a cell phone credit, and a cell phone. The teenager was arrested and charged on August 22 after he confessed committing the crime to his mother. His mother also returned what was left of the cash and the cell phone. Fire at Falmouth Market leaves 3 vendors counting losses. 3 vendors who operate in the Falmouth Market in Trelawney lost a combined $18 million worth of goods to a fire, which destroyed their stalls Thursday night. The vendors, Audrey Gordon, Simona Jarrett, and Idris Campbell, had stocked their stalls and were looking forward to the last Wednesday of August for the best bend-down sale outside of Christmas. Through tears of anguish, Audrey, popularly known as Rose, said, "I have lost every God Almighty thing: shoes, bags, sneakers, uniform material, plus other clothes to both adults and children, boys and girls," she informed. Simona, with a dazed look, wondered aloud how nothing was saved despite the fire station being less than a quarter mile away. "I know why. None of the fire emergency signals work. When the firemen eventually arrived, all they could do was prevent the fire from spreading," she said. Councillor for the Falmouth Division, Gareth Wilkinson, visited the vendors and promised to help. "I can't tell you what will happen, but I'll do all within my powers to find a way to get a start for you," he told the woman. The items were not insured. Taxi operator killed in drive-by shooting on South Camp Road. Police detectives are continuing their search for a gunman who fatally shot a taxi operator in a drive-by shooting on South Camp Road in Kingston on Thursday. He has been identified as 44-year-old Larry Hamilton. Reports are that about 3:40 p.m. on Thursday, Hamilton was driving his motor vehicle along the roadway. When reaching a section of South Camp Road, a white car with armed men drove up. They opened fire, hitting Hamilton before escaping the scene in their vehicle. Further reports are that Hamilton attempted to drive his vehicle, but it crashed along the roadway. He later succumbed to gunshot wounds at the scene. The scene was processed by police detectives and the body removed to the morgue. A motive has not been established for the killing. Man killed in Negril identified. The Westmoreland police have identified a man who was shot and killed on Non-Peril Road in Negril, Westmoreland on Friday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Lamar Smith, otherwise called Pops, a laborer of the community. Reports from the police are that Smith was standing at the front of a bar about 5:45 p.m. when a white Toyota Axo motor car drove up and the 3 men alighted and brandished guns. The men then opened gunfire on Smith, hitting him to the head and upper body. He was subsequently transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Farmer shot dead in Westmoreland. A 23-year-old farmer was shot dead by unknown assailants along the Peggy Barry Main Road in Grangeville, Westmoreland on Thursday night. The deceased has been identified as Jamar Johnson, otherwise called Porridge, of a Kings Valley address in the parish. Reports from the police are that Johnson left his home on a purple Cobra motorcycle with the intention of visiting his girlfriend in Hanover. The report said at about 9:40 p.m., the police were alerted by a motorist who reported seeing a motorcycle in bushes and also hearing loud explosions. The police responded, and upon their arrival, they discovered the motorcycle and later stumbled on Johnson's body. The deceased was lying on his right side in close proximity to the motorcycle with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to his head. Police seized gun and 23 other weapons in Ochireas. A Glock pistol, an extended magazine, and 23 offensive weapons were seized in St. Ann on Friday, August 26, as Operation Leviticus continued in the Ochireas Market and Bus Park. No one was arrested. acting head of the Centre Police, Superintendent David White, said that the targeted areas were cordoned off and searched between 10:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. The sweep addressed everything from suspected illegal power connections to the demolition of unauthorized stalls. Within the market area, 107 stalls operated by 156 persons were searched. This resulted in 23 offensive weapons being found, White disclosed. The JPS team identified 15 stalls that are suspected of having illegal connections. These wires were removed and the areas noted for future action. The operation also saw the destruction of 27 temporary stalls with 4 summons served, he added. In addition, employees from the Transport Authority issued 21 tickets to motorists and removed 15 license plates. Convicted DC sniper Lee Boyd Malvo granted new sentencing hearing. The Maryland Court of Appeals on Friday ordered the resentencing of Jamaican Lee Boyd Malvo, who is currently serving 4 life terms, for his involvement in the 2002 sniper attacks in Maryland, Washington, D.C. and Virginia that left 10 people dead and 3 critically wounded. In ordering the resentencing, the Court of Appeals said, "We express no opinion on what sentence the Circuit Court should impose. As in any criminal case, the sentencing court has broad discretion, and there will be no question in this instance that the sentencing court is aware of the relevant 8th Amendment constraints." The Court of Appeals said that the sentence should comply with the standards of the Supreme Court, and the Circuit Court must resentence him for his convictions in Montgomery County. Malvo was 17 years old when he and 41-year-old John Allen Mohammed began a crime spree in D.C., Maryland and Virginia for a 3-week period in October 2002 before they were arrested later that month at a Maryland rest stop. In 2006, a Montgomery County Circuit Court judge sentenced Malvo to 6 life sentences without the possibility of parole for his Maryland crimes after he pleaded guilty for his role in the killing of 6 people in the county. In 2017, Malvo filed a motion to correct what he claimed was an illegal sentence under Maryland law based on a 2012 U.S. Supreme Court ruling barring mandatory life sentences without parole for juvenile offenders. In 2021, the Maryland General Assembly abolished life sentences without parole for juveniles, overriding a veto by Governor Larry Hogan. Virginia passed a similar law. Maryland's Juvenile Restoration Act states that people who have served at least 20 years of a sentence for a crime committed when they were under the age of 18 can file a motion asking the Circuit Court to reduce their sentence. The Maryland Circuit Court will determine what his new sentence will be or whether he will be eligible for parole. No date for his resentencing has been set. Big improvement, 2 fatal crashes, 3 deaths in 7 days, says RSU. Jamaica's road safety advocates are breathing a collective sigh of relief as there were only 2 fatal crashes and 3 fatalities on the nation's roads during the 1-week period August 20 to 26. By contrast, 12 people were killed during the 1-week period from Independence Day, August 6 to August 12, while 16 perished in the 7 days from July 23 to 29. Those killed in the last week are a 24-year-old male who was pronounced dead at hospital on August 19. This after the F-750 motor truck in which he was traveling, which was laden with blocks along the Winston Jones Highway in Manchester, exited the road and traveled along the embankment in the vicinity of Russell's Place before it overturned. As a result of the impact, the victim received serious injuries and was taken to the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead according to information from the Road Safety Unit. The cause of the crash is unknown. The other fatal crash occurred about 4:30 a.m. on Monday, August 22, along the Bustamante Highway, roughly 250 meters west of the junction of the Milk River Main Road. The RSU said it involved a white 2005 International motor truck and a white and blue 2019 Toyota Coaster bus. The International motor truck was transporting cooking oil and was traveling westerly along the Bustamante Highway. On reaching the section of roadway, the Toyota Coaster bus, which was traveling in the opposite direction, reportedly failed to keep left, and both vehicles collided head-on at a section of the right lane. The driver and the only passenger traveling in the coaster bus received head injuries and were transported to the Maple Hospital, where they succumbed to their injuries. The age of the driver is unknown. His passenger was 57 years old. Overall, 309 people have been killed in 270 fatal crashes as of August 26, 2022. Fatal crashes have decreased by 4%, while fatalities are down 2% when compared with the similar period in 2021, the RSU said. So far, pedestrians account for 19% of the road users killed as of August 26. Motorcyclists account for 27% of all fatalities since the start of the year. Private motor vehicle drivers account for 22%. Private motor vehicle passengers make up 17% of the fatalities, while passengers overall account for 23%. The category of road users deemed most vulnerable: pedestrians, pedal cyclists, motorcyclists, and pillion riders account for 54% of the road users killed up to Friday. Males make up the bulk of the fatalities, accounting for 85%, and females 15%. 93 new COVID-19 cases, 9 deaths. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is reporting 93 more COVID-19 cases on Friday, August 26. 9 COVID-19 fatalities that occurred from August 2021 to August 2022 were also recorded on Friday, bringing the overall coronavirus death toll in Jamaica to 3,250. A 93-year-old man from Westmoreland is among the latest recorded COVID fatalities nationally. The separate deaths of 2 COVID-19 patients are under investigation by health officials. There were 104 recoveries on the day, bringing the tally to 96,263. The newly confirmed COVID-19 cases brought the total number on record for the island to 149,420. Of the newly confirmed cases, 56 are females and 37 are males, with ages ranging from 7 months to 91 years. The case count was made up of Kingston and St. Andrew 27, St. Catherine 23, Manchester 11, St. James 8, St. Anne 7, Trelawney 5, Clarendon 3, St. Thomas 3, Westmoreland 2, Hanover 2, and St. Elizabeth 2. There are 18 moderately ill patients, 4 severely ill patients, and 5 critically ill patients among 1,158 active cases now under observation in Jamaica. A total of 104 patients are now hospitalized locally. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.